But this year in particular, I feel, has been really tough for people that are in the public light, especially on social media, because anybody can come on and just kind of say anything. And
Yeah,
even
everyone's
if
getting canceled. You're canceled. You're canceled.
you're canceled.
You get a cancellation and you get a cancellation.
Yeah, it's super tough. But like, what do you feel? I think like when I think of this year, it's all about resilience in a lot of ways. And it's been such a roller coaster because there's been some things that have happened where you didn't anticipate it and you could kind of ride the wave and take advantage of little things. And then you can't really interact with a lot of people now because of social distancing. And so if there's one challenge this year that you guys have faced as a couple, you know, whether it's just even being in each other's close proximity all the time, like what's been your biggest hurdle?
I mean, the first one that comes to my mind is very personal.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's been because of COVID that it's happened. I mean, we had a miscarriage this year, so like it's been a roller coaster up and down for us surrounding that.
Yeah.
So I think that has been my personal hurdle to get over this year.
Definitely.
I think for us, we already spent so much time together. Basically every day we're like this together before the whole COVID thing. So I think for a lot of people, I think spending a lot of time with your significant other, if you're not used to spending a lot of time, was very difficult or can be difficult. But for us, luckily, you know, our life fortunately hasn't changed all that much. Our home life, I mean, obviously everyone's lives has changed through this whole thing. But as far as our dynamic and how much time we spent together, and our home life hasn't really been that affected by it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the routine is largely unchanged, but the circumstances around have been drastically changed. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I guess the one thing that's changed for us in that way is we used to travel a lot, and this year we haven't been able to travel much at all.
And just being parents too is like very new for us.
So this year's just kind of a weird year for us in general anyways. So
yeah. I think too, it's like also with Alessi, like we want our friends and family obviously to like hang out with us and enjoy like her growing up and her interacting with our family, and it's really hard. That's been really hard.
I haven't seen my family at all this year. So
that's probably been the hardest actually.
Except for my sister.
Yeah.
You know, that separateness, I think, has been one of the most challenging things in these COVID times. And, you know, we respectively have, we have it good in that we've been largely quarantined with our best friends, you know, Hayley, each other.
And Winnie, who's snoring in the background, if you can hear her.
And I feel like you guys relate to that. And my heart really goes out to the people that have been quarantined solo and have been doing this on their own. And I think this is also part of why it's so divisive and polarized right now, because there isn't that diversity and experience that you normally have. And we're spending more time on social media that is sort of reinforcing our own beliefs and separateness and individuality. And I think it's almost making people a little bit more of just individuals or islands rather, but in like a negative way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see that for sure.
Yeah.
What's been the best part of married life?
Just to lighten it up a little bit.
Let's lighten it up.
I mean, I guess it's kind of along the lines of what Conrad just said, just always being with your best friend.
Yeah.
He's always here.
Oh, you're so sweet. I think through this whole thing, it's been interesting because since we can't travel and we can't like do the things we normally do, Lauren's been so great at planning dates at the house and like getting really creative on us spending time together and just having like quality time together. So I think we've done a pretty good job of
you've done good too.
Oh, thanks.
You planned a date for us last week where we woke up at like 5 something in the morning. And the grandparents were here to watch Alessi. We went kayaking to see wild horses. And it was amazing.
So sweet.
Yeah, so we've like learned how to, I don't know, through our relationship and try to make time with each other, but not just, you know, sit in front of the TV and hang.
Yeah.
Like quality time. So I think that's been one really cool thing that's come from this. We've had to get more creative.
So I kind of want to lean into that topic a tad bit more. The ways you guys are keeping date night fresh, the way you're staying, just
Staying
like
fabulous.
yeah, just inspired as a couple. I feel like you have a big following of people that look at the things you guys do, and you give people ideas. Like, what would you say are good ways to, keep your relationship fresh, keep yourself energized, and have sort of an eclectic diversity of experience?
I guess what Arie was just saying, like being creative and always trying to come up with something that you and your partner can do together that is outside of what you normally do.
Yeah, I think it could be the littlest things. It could be, for example, we had like a bad day and then Lauren snuck off and like ran a bath and just got wine together and candles while I was in the kitchen. And then, that's just like a cool, thoughtful thing. So it's just, I guess, being thoughtful and intentional in the things you do.
Right? Do you like designate time to like think about ideas and brainstorm maybe ways you can kind of facilitate a good time together?
Yeah, we don't really designate a time, but I think like we do it on our own without the other one knowing, so that it feels more special.
Yeah, more so, like we are constantly kind of running around with our heads chopped off, especially when Alessi's awake. So I think whenever we just have a moment of free time and we feel like we're needing something like that, one of us will usually, step up and get creative in some way.
Yeah.
I love your guys' YouTube channel because I feel like it's such a natural, like real vlog. And for somebody, like I've tried YouTube and for some reason, it's just not a natural progression for me. And I would love to hear more about how you guys make that happen. Is it, because like anytime I'm filming, I feel like, okay, I'm filming today, and it's like, I gotta be on, I gotta be ready. But you guys do it so naturally that
I just
like
turn on the
nature.
camera and then and then Lauren hates me for it sometimes.
She's like, get out of my face.
I've just gotten okay with it. I'm like, whatever. I just woke up. My eyes are still puffy. I can't see, but hi guys, I'm here.
Hello world.
Yeah. No, it's been fun. I think it started off with doing recaps of The Bachelor, and then it sort of progressed because we have a couple friends that are YouTubers. And they're like, just have your camera ready and just like, if you see something funny, just film it, and just kind of get in the habit of having the camera by you. I think that's like the big thing. And then another thing is just, coming up with some concepts. And through the whole quarantine thing, it was kind of fun to do like little challenges or, Q&As or the simple things like that. But yeah, it's not easy every day to do it, so we kind of space it out now more.
Yeah,
we tried to tackle doing it every day and it was like almost impossible.
Yeah, I feel like batching it is good, and there's a tendency to sometimes feel like, okay, we got to make this happen this way and kind of orchestrate it, but it's almost when you put too much dialogue and thought into it that it becomes like a job and a catastrophe, at least on my end. But I just love how real you guys are. And I feel like people really do want to know, that you're doing almost the same things that most couples are. And considering how limited quarantine and COVID has made us feel, it makes you more creative in a way.
Yeah.
What's so funny, guys, is like, I will think like this video, no one's going to watch it. No one's going to think this is
basically every time we post a video, we're like, they're going to hate this.
Like, no one wants to see us go to Target. And then it's like, what? How are people watching
They're
this?
like, more hauls.
And they're like, yes, go to Target every day. And you're like,
will do.
It's really funny what hits and what doesn't hit.
We haven't really figured it out.
We have not.
I think that can be hit or miss sometimes, and you feel like you have a good heartbeat for the barometer of your following, and then it turns out I feel like we've had that same moment with this podcast where we're like, I just don't know if people care about this episode, and it turns out it's one of our best performing episodes.
Yeah.
I think we're always the most critical of ourselves.
100%.